Yep. Okay, so today we're going to go over just some of the basic features of the Therafrost cold plunge system. There's really three pieces to it. It's the chiller, the tub, and then the lid itself. They're all inflated utilizing a air pump and then a hand pump, and we'll go over that in a second. We'll start out with the chiller. So the first component here is the power button. The screen will go to sleep after a couple minutes. If you need to power it on, just hold the power button for about 2 seconds. And then you have your water temperature setting here. If you want to change the water temperature setting, just hit the S button. It'll flash, and then you can adjust it up or down, depending on how much you want it. Really, the only other feature that really needs to be worried about here is the liters per minute, which is in the filtration. If that goes below 14, it means it's time to change the filter. And the filter for that is just right behind it, which is right here. And you'll want to power off the unit and drain it, and then you can just unscrew this clear filter. And then we have at each station, we have new fresh filters that you can just slide in there, fill it back in, and then fill it up and start it. If you have any questions with that specifically, we can show you that. But that should last for about 3 to 6 months, depending on the amount of use. And that's pretty much it with the chiller system. You just want to keep an eye on the temperature as it's sitting in the bay. For some reason, if it's not running, we just need to know why or try to figure out what's causing it not to run. And then for the cold plunge in the tub itself, you'll notice that there's a max fill line and then a minimum. That max fill line will obviously depend on the size of the person, but the Therafrost doesn't recommend going above that. Your water inlet is actually just above it, and then the outlet is on the other side with the filter in it as well. Whenever you fill up your cold plunge, utilize the initial filter water purifier here, and this can be used for up to 1,000 gallons, which they estimate would last about a year. If you need more, we can order more each year. So the cold tub and the lid are all a low pressure system, and they're filled right here to 10 psi, utilizing the hand pump. If for whatever reason your lid or your cold plunge starts to lose water, it just simply plugs in to the port here. Like that, and then you'll notice on the pump itself it has a green where it says 10, and you'll just want to pump it to that. You don't want to overinflate it, it'll bust the seams. Once you're done with that, just close off the lid, and then so the lid has its own self fill port, and then on the back side of the plunge it has one as well. Every 3 to 4 months, or depending on the amount of use, you'll want to drain the water itself. And we have just a simple sump pump that you connect to a water hose. You can put it out in the grass or out on the pad and drop it in, plug it in, and it'll drain it pretty much down to the bottom. At that point, you can flip the tub and empty it if you need to. One of the big things is it does have a constant recirculation and filtration system. So once you're in it, please don't turn it off. Leave the system on so that it allows it to filter itself. Therafrost advises that it could actually damage the filter and the chiller if you're turning it off while you're in it. So leave that on. It'll shut itself off automatically once it reaches temperature. The internal thermometer does have a 3-degree swing. So if you notice that the temperature is a little bit higher than what you have it set at, it's because it could go up to 3 degrees higher before the actual chiller will turn itself on. If there's any questions like that about these, just give us any of the Peer Fitness trainers a call or text or email, and we'll be happy to answer it for you. Thanks.